Hey everybody, what's happening? It's Owen Video here, live on the TubeBuddy channel. And I'm just like hoping that the stream maintains its good health at this point. If we start to buffer, we're gonna persevere. We're gonna get through it. I promise you guys. Let me make sure all my channels are on mute here. Guys, be sure to say hello. I want to hear from you. I'm just logging into the comments now, so I want to see who's out there. Beauty and the Beats, what up? Nitro. Josue. Joe's Codes. Michael Redding. What's up, guys? Andrew, what's up, my man? Good to see you again. Cookie Bob. I got some lag. Guys, I'm going to do my best to get through this today. But I'm going in and out of a bad stream. You know, it literally is telling me it's a good stream, and then it's a bad stream right now. It's telling me it's good. So we're gonna do our best. We're gonna do our best to get through it today. And I think if you guys know me, here's what you know is that there's bound to be some excitement as we go through this, and we will go through it. So today we're gonna be talking about the new feature in TubeBuddy, the YouTube optimization checklist. You know, I was talking to Phil about this earlier today, and he kind of says, you know, yeah, it's a cool feature. I like it. And I said, you like it? This is incredible. This is a step-by-step process for ranking your videos on YouTube. Having this workflow right in front of you is so helpful. It's something my clients have been asking for. In fact, I've told my clients to put their checklist on a sheet of paper and tape it, yes, tape it to the wall so they can have it all right there in front of them. With TubeBuddy, you've actually got that feature right on the YouTube upload page, and it dynamically updates. So I'm excited to get into that with you today, guys, to go into the new YouTube optimization checklist feature on TubeBuddy and show you how to rank your videos faster. You guys excited about that? Let me hear you say, yeah. Good, we're going to get started. Give me 1 second here to play with my toys. Make sure everything's streaming good, because I do have a pretty cool presentation I want to show you. Now, I'm a little bit nervous because whenever we go in and out of accounts, you know, there tends to be some issues. So I may not be able to show you everything that's in your account like as you're going to see it. But I'm going to do my best to show you some screenshots and some other things that I hope will give you a good sense of how this tool works. So we're happy to have you, and we're happy to get started. Yeah. When you first go to upload a checklist, it's going to give you the option, okay, of whose checklist you want to install in your channel. And you can use the TubeBuddy default. You can get Daryl Eaves's. You can get Roberto Blake's, Amy Schmidauer's, and Brian G. Johnson. A lot of really great, exciting YouTubers that know how to rank videos and how to get them optimized for your channel. So once you've picked out, right, you can click on the preview button over here, and you can actually look at what the checklist looks like, and you can go on to TubeBuddy, right? You can click on settings right here. You can go into TubeBuddy and look at the full list of those upload checklists. And I'm over here, and I'm looking for the upload checklist. Sorry, I'm not exactly sure where it is, but you can get there from the settings here. Now, once you install that in your channel, this is what you guys have. You have the ability now to see, okay, so TubeBuddy is saying decide how you will upload. So you're thinking, okay, well, what does that mean? Well, when you upload a video to YouTube, you have the option to set it public, private, or unlisted. It's basically your privacy settings. Once you've determined where that is, boom, you check off the list. How great is that? So now it's telling me, okay, what's the next step in optimizing my video? I've got descriptions, titles, and tags. right? And it's like, don't be lazy on your metadata, description, titles, and tags. Now, when you get some of the other upload checklists like mine and Roberto's and Brian Johnson's, these will actually have some different techniques and different tactics, which is why it's so valuable to click this preview button right here. Because when you click the preview button, then you're able to see kind of like I showed you here. You're able to see exactly, what all is included and if it's an optimization checklist that you want to follow. Now, here are some things to consider, guys, right? When you're thinking about this is what is your channel like, right? Is your channel more like Daryl Eves? Is your channel more like Roberto Blake? And so on and so forth. And finding sort of like the style of video or the style of person that you're looking for is going to help you pick out your, which checklist you want to go with. Now, once you choose a checklist, you can reset it. You can go back and find another one. It's a little bit of a process, but you can do that. That's why I think it's a good idea to have links. That's why I think it's a good idea to have links to some of these pages here, so you can see what's going on and which one is best for you. Now, the same is true as if you're using one and you're not getting the results that you want to get from it, right? You might want to switch it up a little bit. But the real value to this process is your ability to click these off. And this is the one where I get stuck up on all the time, right? Is upload custom thumbnails, right? When I'm here, I usually come back to this because I spent so much time on the video itself. I have to come back and really make a killer thumbnail. Now, we did a whole training on thumbnails and how to use the TubeBuddy system for thumbnails a couple weeks ago. So go back into the videos playlist and check that out. So once, kind of wrapping up, once you've got all your checklists complete, you've got a fully optimize your video first, and then make it public, start promoting it, getting it published in other blogs. So we'll wrap up there for today, guys. I apologize for the shakiness. It's January 1st jitters. You know what I mean? I'm kind of like that that guy, you've seen it. He comes right into the room and just is like, oh my goodness gracious, I can't even start this new year. So let's go to some questions, do some Q&A, and answer any questions that you guys might have out there for the next few minutes that we're together. Great question. We had a great question on how to get verified. I think that's a great question, Andrew. I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. We have some questions about how to make a YouTube thumbnail. Now, the YouTube thumbnail, guys, is probably the most important thing you can do for getting your video clicked. Okay? When it comes to making a thumbnail, it comes down to strategy, right? Like, you need to know how you're going to put together thumbnails over and over and over again. The TubeBuddy thumbnail tool is fantastic for layering colors and images onto each other. At least one of the echoes are accurate, has no delay. Yeah. We got a question about annotations versus end screen. Guys, my top 3 priorities in creating a campaign is this: platform, people, and purpose. Okay? Let's start with the platform. Well, that's all we're going to talk about. You've got to do what the platform wants you to do, right? I've never been a fan of black hat. I've never been a fan of sort of like hacking the system. YouTube wants you on the end cards. So start using it now, right? We've even created a 20-second video that we call our end card video. And so I just add that on. I'm starting to do this now. You can see it on my most recent video. We just add that 20-second video in, and it's all just like music and just a big empty screen. And then I add the end cards in there. So it's a little wonky how you've got to figure it out for you. Do you want the end cards on screen with you, right? Or do you want to have just a screen where they have 20 seconds to click? You know, that's going to come down to you and what you want to do. But my thoughts are that you want to be able to just get people to click on them. You know what I mean? So just choose one or the other. Awesome. I appreciate you guys sticking with us today. I know it was tough. You know what I mean? And I think we got it. Figure it out. Okay, so Clash of Clans is saying, can you please explain again about discovering opportunities? We lost that part because of the audio issue. Okay, I would love to go back to that, as a matter of fact, because I think that was really, really great content. So let's talk a little bit about I don't want to lose the audio again. So let's just talk a little bit about what that is. YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world, which means, and by the way, how-to searches are increasing 60% year over year. So there's a lot of opportunity to be found on a YouTube search inquiry if you're using how-to words in your title. Now, you've got to also have keywords in your description box, and you've got to have tags, and you've got to sort of like have a whole workflow for making sure that each video accomplishes these things, okay? It's a lot like, I apologize for my voice, it's a lot like Henry Ford. Henry Ford was a badass for not just introducing cars to America, but for the system by which he made the cars, okay? This assembly line. And that is how business runs in America. And for your channel to be successful, whether in views or money, right, you've got to have a process for hitting all of your high points every single time. So you've got lots of opportunity to get found on search. Now, on my channel, search is the #1 form of new traffic to my videos. Check. Can you guys see that? Check. And you can see my channel stats right here. So there's a huge opportunity for your business to gain exposure on YouTube when you pick a right keyword. Now, we talked about how to find the right keywords in a training earlier from like October or August, okay? Once you've got good keywords, you need to have an optimization process, a system for stamping out videos so that you hit all of the key points every time you upload a video. So does that answer the question? So Michael Redding, is it Redding, says, I want to draw more audience and more views. That, my friend, is a function of ranking a video for the right keywords. Now, you can also implement some paid strategies into that as well. But that's going to be up to you. You know, on my checklist, I actually end there. I end Let's see if I can find it real fast. I don't go into paid strategies, although I can tell you right now that we are promoting a video. I'll show you right now. You know, we are promoting a video, and we've got, a couple hundred views that we're driving to it. So why am I showing you that? I'm showing you that just because I'm trying to show you that your optimization checklist doesn't necessarily have to stop, once the video is uploaded. There are other things that you can do to get views to your channel. Most of you guys are not in a position to run ads like this, right? It is kind of confusing, and there's a lot to know about ads. So all that to say, those are my ads right there. Your YouTube optimization, getting views, goes beyond just organic optimization. But that is next level stuff. And before you move on to that stuff, because before an ad runs, your video needs to be properly optimized. There's so many things you have to do when you optimize that having this checklist right here, is probably the greatest tool that TubeBuddy has introduced. I mean, it's a great, you guys know all my clients use TubeBuddy, and I use it a lot for tag research. I use it a lot for training people on how to make thumbnails. But this upload checklist right here, this is a game changer for you. This is how you will be able to stay on top of your production schedule. You can print it out here, and you can get help. And of course, you can select whose optimization checklist, you want to choose. Now you can look here, these are all this is for my clients. This is like so I always tell them, optimize my checklist. I optimize videos to get found in search. Like that's what I optimize for. So that's what I want to encourage you guys to optimize for. But for some of you guys, it's going to be different. Some of you guys are doing more artistry, and this may not be the best way for you, but you've got to find the checklist that works best for you, find the workflow that works best for you. This is a great way to help. Rollins is the name, says, please answer quick. Is more or less tags better? My thoughts on tags is hyper relevant. So the more relevant you are, the fewer tags you're going to have. So if you start to get like over 150, 200 characters, that's when you want to sort of recognize that you're probably becoming irrelevant, right? You're probably going outside of what that main video is about, right? So maybe you're doing gameplay on Minecraft, but you're trying to use tags in there like video gameplay, hoping that just random gamers, people that like gaming videos, will watch you. Well, it's not going to work. I mean, there's just too much of that on there. So you need to really focus on the relevant keywords, right? So I would go with only tags that are hyper relevant to what you do. I've had my AdSense account for 11 years. Excuse me. YouTube is the hardest to monetize. Totally. That's why it's worth it. It's worth it because success on YouTube, guys, you could be successful anywhere. YouTube is the new television. What, you think that star search never existed, guys? This is the world's biggest star search. This is America's Got Talent. But instead of getting a one-time gig in Vegas or a year of celebrity and promotion, you can actually build a career of celebrity and popularity for yourself. So yes, it's hard. It's hard because not only do you have to create great content and deliver it regularly, people have to like you, and talk about you. And you have to be relevant to the culture, TV, you just had to be pretty. And TV puts you out there. And so we all just have to accept the Kardashians, So I'm glad that you guys are challenged by this because it is hard, but it's so worth it. It's absolutely worth it. Awesome Entertainer says, how to get noticed on YouTube from scratch. I'll tell you this, start using the download checklists, and I do recommend mine because mine is an SEO thing. How do I optimize a channel like mine? Go watch that keyword training. That's a good one. See a lot of power users out there, power users of the TubeBuddy service. It's got Beauty and the Beats talking with Andrew. Starlin Music is asking about verifying channels and stuff like that. So we've got a great a great conversation. How many years would it take to grow from my size to a kind of big channel? What's your indication? I upload a new video every 2 to 3 days. Well, here's what I'm talking about. You know, it looks like, Andrew, you kind of went into some of that a little bit, but here's what I will say on that is it's more about your content quality than it is about how many videos you're uploading a day. Now, more optimization is great, but I'd rather that you have great content. So for example, this year, we were producing 1 video a week roughly last year. This year, we're producing 2 videos a month. And they're going to be a little longer, but the same quality. Okay? And the idea is that these videos are such good quality that we need time to promote them. So we're going to actually produce less videos. I would look at that, Beauty and the Beats, like instead of doing 3 videos a week, you know, every 2 or 3 days, a video every 2 or 3 days, would it be better to do 1 video that's really, really good? I don't know. Maybe it's not. Maybe you're in a high volume keyword term, but if you're doing 2 to 3 videos a week, how much time do you have to promote and do collaborations and like cross promote with other channels? That's a big part of how your channel's going to grow, you know, is implementing not just like YouTube strategies of optimization, but actually like business strategies of channel ventures and joint ventures and that sort of thing. Blue Pig Plays says, how do I get more interaction from my viewers? Ask them. That's a big one, is ask them. You know, ask them to comment for you. Make a video that's all about comments, right? That's like, hey, this is my interactive video. You know, every couple of minutes, maybe you ask 3 questions in there. And each 3 question you verbally ask and ask them to leave comments, but you also put an iCard up there, you know? You also put an iCard up there. So now you're getting iCard interaction and commenting interaction. You can also get share interaction. But here's the thing. Are you guys asking people to share? I don't think that you are. I started asking people to share my videos on Facebook, and guess what? People share my videos. Every time I ask, I get shares. Now, I don't always get 10, 15 shares, but I have before. Okay, a lot of it depends on the content. So my question is for you guys, who are you like collaborating with? Who do you know in the YouTube space? And do you guys have like agreements to, or just like a culture of sharing each other's content? That I think is a big one. You know, asking people to share, asking people to engage, and creating a culture of engagement. So for example, shameless plug, join my Facebook group. Check. Join my Facebook group. You know, we meet, it's free. We meet every Monday and we just talk about a different marketing tactic. But we're creating community in there. You know, there's other YouTubers in there that are posting their own content, and I'm sharing it and commenting on theirs. I'm not talking about sub for sub. I hate that crap. I'm not talking about sub for sub. I'm talking about, hey, we have similar related tastes. Our videos are kind of in the same category. I'll share mine, you share yours. I'll comment on yours. You know, if you're doing 2 to 3 videos a week, you know, you got to make sure you're making time to promote and get those videos out there. So that's really goes into more views. But how do I get more interaction? Ask people. I will ask a question. Here's another idea. Ask a question and then wait 8 seconds for a response. You know what I mean? One of my best videos is I just say, how did you find this video? And people leave in the comments. Oh, to this day I get, oh, found you on Google, found you on this website, found you here, found you there. Cheyenne says, can you use social media to promote your video? Yeah, absolutely. And you got to be using social media strategically. Right? You've got to be using social media in a way that is social, because I see what a lot of video makers are doing are sort of, you're just kind of like throwing your content all over people. Right? So when you do that, you're not really ingratiating anybody to your videos. Instead, be more social with your videos. Go into groups where people like the kind of content that that you're doing. Okay, go into I don't want to say sub for sub groups because I hate that, but like share groups, like YouTubers Anonymous or whatever. Like there are these different groups on Facebook that their whole thing is they'll share your other stuff. Daragorn is saying, or Daragon is saying, I love your streams, Owen. Thank you. Thanks for joining us. We're live on the TubeBuddy channel. We're talking about the optimization checklist. Doing a little Q&A right now. Just kind of getting real. So use social media in a way that's effective, right? Don't just throw up on people. Okay? Go in there, actually be beneficial. Find people that like your videos. And if you can't find someone that likes your videos, don't do the baby YouTuber thing where you're like, I can't find anybody. Look, I have business clients that are like executives, and they do the same thing. They're like, oh, my business isn't on Facebook, and that, you know. And granted, there's give and take there, but don't kick and pout about it. Just remember that there are at least 7 ways to solve every problem. So the problem is probably that you just haven't thought of the right solution yet. Maybe it's a Facebook group. Maybe the way that you share on social media is you make a list of the top Facebook pages that you would like to have shared your content, okay? And every time you post a new video, you just tag them or you send it to their inbox, you know? Maybe that's your strategy. Social media is the place, I think, to get new views. You just got to do it strategically. Now, can you share YouTube videos on Facebook? Absolutely. Share the image, share the thumbnail, but then put the link to the video in the post. I'm going to start using the upload checklist immediately. Okay, so result 2000. I'm not sure what that says. Should we check and edit video tags from time to time? I just did this. I check my tags whenever I see one of my old videos pop up in the newsfeed. You know, like if I just see an old video pop up or I get a comment on an old video, then yeah, I absolutely update the tags and check it out. Like if it's got 45,000 views or something, or it's got momentum, no, I leave it alone. But if it's like, you know, 1,000 views, 700 views, one of my stragglers, one of my sick and helpless videos, you know, then yeah, that's exactly what I'll do. In fact, guys, I'll tell you what, if you love, I'll show you, if you guys love TubeBuddy, right, and you like these streams and you like what we're doing here, let me ask you guys right now to share this video. Click share on YouTube. And then just send it to Facebook. Tell them that you really enjoy these streams and that TubeBuddy is a great business or a great tool. Right? And let me show you guys. I want to ask you guys to do that. I mean, if you've been here, you've been watching, you've enjoyed us, click share. Click share. And just try it. See what happens. Let's come back to this video, you know. But if we all work together to share it, you know, we can prove the concept that just asking for the share is so effective. I want to give a big shout out to Sunil Tech. Sunil, you're awesome. Sunil's been going back and forth with me on Facebook Messenger, trying to help me get the tech for the stream dialed in, and is active in my Facebook group. I just love hearing from Sunil. So let's talk about, Sunil says, when we are sharing links of videos, we are getting invalid click activity warning from our enemies are doing this. I think you've got some spam, some spyware in the URL of the link that you're promoting. So you got to watch out for that. I noticed that Michael Redding says, I noticed that when I post it automatically, I post to Twitter, Google+, and Facebook, but it does not force views. No. It doesn't. It doesn't. And you shouldn't rely on those things, right? Platform, people, purpose. Go back to the platform. Like it's okay to share your video through the Facebook or the YouTube upload thing. It's cool to share that on Twitter. Like I don't not do that. I don't avoid it. But Really what I do, guys, is I take the YouTube link, I go into Twitter, I look for people that might like it, and then I say something like, awesome new vid for techies, post the link. What do you think? At somebody, at somebody, at somebody. So if I do that 3 or 4 times in the process of uploading, or the next day, I'm getting their views. I'm building it's good Twitter management, right? I'm not a big Twitter guy, but you maintain it a little bit. And you're actually inside the platform. So don't forget about these other platforms. It's you're clicking tweet, Twitter when you upload. It's, I'm not getting a lot of views. Well, go into Twitter and do some stuff in Twitter. You know what I mean? And I wouldn't even. Is anybody getting any stuff from Google Plus? I'd love to know. Ryan Sellers Vlog says share for share is a really good idea. I like that idea, but I only like it for related businesses, right? It actually hurts me to go out and share content about someone's single living blog, right? I might like the blog. I might even like the YouTuber. But my company, Owen's brand, we're family friendly. We promote marriage. We promote kids. We don't really talk about the single lifestyle. So when I throw that out there, my audience is like, meh? What? And the way that manifests is in not getting views. Okay. So I get some people telling us that they're getting results on Google Plus. Daragorn and BSV PTV. That's cool. I like that. So I'd love to hear more from you guys on that. So when you're going to share for share, make sure that you're sharing content that's kind of like in the same content family that you're in. Otherwise, it's really cheap and inauthentic. I follow food blogs. Yep. Looking at different channels and what you guys are sort of saying out there. I can't chat. It's like not letting me sign in to chat. So otherwise I just jump in there and kind of talk with you guys. Kate says she's going to bed. Thanks, Kate. Fashion Life says, I have questions about AdSense. Well, ask them now. I got a few more minutes. PC Gaming says, can you give me a shout out? Michael Redding made a video about TubeBuddy. Share it. Hey, how about this? Would you guys want a TubeBuddy Facebook group? Sorry, Phil. I'm just going to ask. I'm not saying we're doing it. I'm just asking. I'm a friend of TubeBuddies, and I'm happy to be here. So would you guys be into that? If there was like a TubeBuddy Facebook group and we posted like tips and stuff like that, would you guys be into that sort of thing? What about the upload checklist? What are some of your questions about uploading, the upload process? Andrew's like basically defeats. He's like, we've already got a community forum and it defeats the purpose. I know. I'm not trying to step on any toes. I was curious if the people watching are even on Facebook. If that's something they're actively at. Yeah, and it's great. TubeBuddy is so active and so helpful in the community forums. And if you guys aren't involved there and engaged there, I definitely want to encourage you guys to do that. So, oh yes, here come all the weird things. Michael Redigan says, I sometimes wonder if I should do the same end screen for every video. I do. I would recommend that. Guys, don't add. As artists, we're all video makers, so we're sort of artists. All of our we have a desire to like change things up and explore the new, right? But go back to that Henry Ford thing. Henry Ford revolutionized the world with not just the car, but the way he made it, the assembly line, okay? And if you can just get like your assembly line ironed out, you're going to be in a really, really good place to grow your channel. So try to get innovative and creative when you're doing your content. But when you're just kind of like going through the motions to complete the video, that's when I think you should just do the same thing every time. You know, and again, what we're going to do is just like 20 seconds of silence. In fact, let me see if I can go. No, I can't. I'd have to log into my channel because it's unlisted right now. At the end of the video, it's just a 20-second video clip, and it's just for end cards. So, yeah, are people going to click off during the last 20 seconds? You know, yeah. But some people are going to click through, and you're up there for them. So you're like, well, what about my watch time? I'm losing my watch time. Guys, it's 20 seconds. I mean, that 20 seconds is going to be either 90 or 90.5% of your video. You know what I mean? So let's not worry too much about that. Just same end card every time for now, for like 5 or 10 videos. Just slam them out. Every time you change something in your business, you're changing. Every time you change something, you're changing, like, you're affecting their ability to remember you, right? That's why when you see Jack in the Box commercials, you see like the same kind of commercial, right? Every single time. It's like Jack at night, Jack at night, Jack at night, you know? And then it's going to be the croissant sandwich, the croissant sandwich, the croissant sandwich. You know, they made a few end cards, product videos that are the same so that you'll remember it, you'll click, you'll crave. That's kind of what you want to do. Spread the Truth Tube. Love it. Says, is there a way to monetize a YouTube channel but be able to select the ads which show on my channel? Not per se, but you can block certain ads from showing up. Okay, so if you're a family channel and you want to, you don't want like anything adult or rugged or conspicuous advertised on your channel, you can enter their those names in and block them. And if you see ads, you can enter them in and block them. You do that in AdSense. It's not for the weak-hearted. It's a process. So you need to know AdSense pretty well. And there might be a video on that somewhere. Awesome. Cool. Yeah, Michael says he was doing different end tags in every video. So awesome. And Dorkside Cookies, big shout out. You've been awesome in the comment section, sort of helping things progress and move along. So I appreciate that. Guys, we're going to wrap it up there. 10 minutes to go. I appreciate you guys coming in, sticking with us through the technical difficulties, and then coming back to really wrap up and talk about your YouTube upload checklist optimization. I want to encourage you guys to use those checklists as your fundamental upload plan. When you come back to your videos, that's the checklist that you follow, and do the same checklist every single time. Do it for like 20 videos, and then put all of those videos into an analytics group. And then in the analytics group at the end of 90 days or whatever, like look at them. How did they do? Did your company did your channel scale? I would love to hear from you. So thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed the content that you saw here today, don't forget to subscribe to the TubeBuddy channel. We come to you with a new training live the first Wednesday of every month. So we're excited to get into a new year with you guys. Let's make it the best year ever for your channel. Okay? Thanks so much for watching, guys, and we will see you soon.